Well, good morning. How are you guys? It's a bonus video day, because I hadn't done a Q&A in a while, and I felt like doing it. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put part of this deluxe together at least. I don't really know. It's early. Haven't had coffee yet. There's some fan mail. Let's answer some of your questions. For those of you that don't know me, my name is John Maxwell. I'm a highly trained unprofessional right here at Harley Davidson. And on this channel, I bring you guys to work with me. So if you want to learn more about Harley Davidson, you should hit the subscribe button right now. So in today's video, I've already disassembled the Deluxe, but when I posted it on Instagram and Facebook, a lot of you were really excited. So I'll pick up with some highlights of that build. We'll take a look at that a little bit, but I'm really just going to answer questions for you guys that you've been asking me. I definitely got to go back inside with all this wind. But I think the ride video, if there is one, will be a separate video. So future me is going to tell us if there is a separate ride video. Crap. I get emails a lot about wheels and fitment and stuff. These are from DNA. It's got front and rear. They fit model specific. The most important thing is the bearings and whether or not they fit the axle size that you have. It's a real pain if you get, because the outer diameter and the inner diameter change, both. If you get the wrong year model, it's a pain to find the right bearing that fits the outer part of the wheel and the axle both. Something to think about. Yeah, so pick one for your year model and don't try to get too crazy, or you're gonna be figuring a bunch of crap out that sucks. So Nick hit me up on Instagram. He asked me about reputable powder coaters in Georgia. I don't know of any that are 100% of the time perfectly great, to be honest. We have a guy that we use here in town, and most of the time it's okay. But not every time. So nobody I'm willing to put my name on. If you know of anybody in Georgia that does good powder coat work, put it in the comments though. It would be nice to have a powder coating person that I know. I got a bad boy that needs to be blacked out better. What do they vacuum seal rotor bolts? Here's a question for you. I just had to speed that up a little bit. I'm gonna run out of footage. This is a big job. It's like 12 hours, 14 hours, I don't know, it's a lot. We'll go to lunch and I'll hit some of y'all's questions that y'all been asking me so much of. Oh, also, I got a new truck. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you already knew that, but yeah, 2013 Dodge Ram, so really it's a new to me truck. Oh yeah, I totally got to get rid of the chrome wind deflector thing. That's horrible. I don't know what the previous owner was thinking. Brian emailed me and he asked about being a motorcycle mechanic if dealers only accept MMI graduates. He says he's been at an Audi dealership for 7 years, so obviously he knows how to work on things. He has probably a pretty large supply of tools. Thank you now. You too. Woohoo! Arby's, what's up? Oh, y'all about to fall. So I've actually answered that question before, but I still get emailed about it all of the time. As a matter of fact, I talk about it in the video right here. It's a video dedicated specifically to questions about school. MMI and I work together on that one. And yeah, so basically dealerships do not only accept MMI graduates, but it is a very strong suit on your resume. If you aren't a graduate of MMI, applying to a place that has an applicant that has graduated from MMI, it's a tough sell. Interview processes vary, of course. All dealerships privately owned, so really I can't tell you how it all works. But for example, at my dealership, we hire not MMI graduates. Matter of fact, only 2 of us are MMI graduates, and one of them works in the parts department. There you go. And you guys fell. Arby's curly fries are the best fries, and that's pretty much all there is to that. A couple of weeks ago, I posted the TBar on the Road Glide setup. A lot of folks have been asking me about if you can still see the radio with the speedo mounted right there. You're looking at old footage. If you haven't seen it, there will be a card. It's Travis being cool as usual. Anyway, you can see it fine. It's fully adjustable. You can move it around if it's, you know, I just set it to my height, which is 5'11", and we're good. Speaking of handlebars, I guess it's been a while since you guys have seen my heritage as far as getting parts installed, and everybody wants to know when I'm doing handlebars, what handlebars I'm doing, and quite frankly, I don't know when I'm doing them. Christmas with the kids was rough. You know, lots of money spent. But I do already have black levers, black get a grip hand grips, because if you've watched my handlebar tips video, you know that if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all together. I'm not going to do part of it now, more of it later. I'm just going to knock it all out. So that's where we're at with that. Hopefully really soon though. Trust me, nobody wants handlebars on the Heritage more than I want handlebars on the Heritage. Alright guys, lunch is over. Let's get back to work. Alright, it's like 3 days later. I got a thing. I got all sick feeling, but I'm better now. A little NyQuil sleepy nights. I'm good. I actually had to get off of this bike. I did get the handlebars installed though. And yeah, did other wreck repairs, normal stuff this week. But I've got a couple more questions for you guys. Because this is a Q&A episode and, well, it's been a minute. John M, I pretty much picked this one because this guy's name's John M too. He asked this on a video I talked about the Paris trip. He says, what audio device were you using to listen to music? Was it in your helmet or portable speakers? It's the Sena 10S. I've done a video on that. I'll link it right there. So yeah, that's what I was listening to music. If you've seen that video where I rode out to Paris, you can hear some of what I'm listening to in there. Joe asks, when am I going to do some new pipes? Definitely after handlebars. I would love to do, I've got a couple muffler types and head pipes that I want to put on the dyno and put up against the Screaming Eagles. If you saw that video, you know that I wasn't really pleased with Screaming Eagles sound or performance, but I still don't have anything else to compare it to other than stock. And it is better than stock, so, you know, there's that. Apparently Joe is from Columbus, Georgia too. Back in '99, he helped lay sod for the Columbus High School baseball field. I went to Columbus High School. Just so happens, so the only time I ever went to the baseball field, I got busted by the principal smoking cigarettes. So, thanks for laying the sod, bro. Now, if I remember right at the beginning of this video, which was, like I said, a couple days ago, I said that I was going to open some fan mail. There's a fair amount of fan mail, and this is in no particular order, but it just so happens that I need coffee for tomorrow morning because I drank it all. And I know Oscar had mentioned he sent me coffee. So thank you, Oscar. He did send, Finca La Victoria from Nicaragua. and Counterculture Coffee, which if nothing else is a pretty cool name. Notes straight on the box, I like that. This is from Flip. He got a t-shirt a couple of weeks ago. I helped him out with that. He sent that strong Death Wish coffee. This last one, it is from my friends over at Epic Eyewear. Lots of really good looking stickers. Obviously that is dope. It's very thoughtful of them. If y'all remember right, I worked with Epic in the past. Well, actually, I just made a video about Epic in the past, and well, now we're friends. I met Rebecca, the owner, over in that same Paris ride I was just talking about, the world record ride. So it's cool. It's like we're friends that have finally actually met now. Some ASR aviators, yeah, which comes in that same awesome magnetic box that they have. Really, really nice. They also, oh, check this box. They have really nice packaging. They also sent me out a pair for my wife. Forgot what they're called. I'll let her actually open them, but they have a whole line of glasses. It's not just the ones that I wear, the magnetic frame from Adam Sandoval and all that stuff. It's a whole array of glasses. All good quality though. Really nice folks, like I said. It's very thoughtful of them to send me this stuff out.
Yeah, I was watching my battery light just blink at me for like that entire last segment. It just all of a sudden was dead. Like, what the hell? I'm used to these GoPro batteries going dead. Got to constantly do the mirror check and like make sure it's good. But I just opened up the Epic Eyewear shades. I've been getting a lot of questions recently now that y'all have this GoPro angle to see my face. I've been getting a lot of questions about what I wear. I think it's a great company, veteran owned. They make great products, so you can't have too many pairs of sunglasses. It's like helmets. Speaking of which, I had to scoop my wife up. We're going out on a little date night. What do y'all think of her new helmet? Dope Simpson white. Outlaw Bandit, I believe, is the one that we got her. It just happens that this is the first time she's actually been able to wear it, so she's already tapped me to tell me she likes it a lot more than the old half helmet she was wearing. So that's good. The proper gear really does change how the ride is. You know, it's a lot better if you got the right stuff. So that's a little update on to why I'm all of a sudden not in the shop, but I haven't finished the Deluxe yet, but I really want to get this video out just because. I mean, I've worked on filming it and everything. That's what I got to work with. But I'm still waiting on some Samson fishtail exhaust for the Deluxe that I've been building in this video. So hopefully I do get a chance to do the ride footage. As of now, it's still not done. So it is coming along really nice though. Everything's going together without issues, so I'm excited about that. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big dirty thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button right over here. And if you haven't quite got your fix, there's a video here and here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.